Okay, this is going to be a real quick one. All right. So with the Canon R5 II, with the Nikon Z8, and with the Panasonic S1R2, I put on the super telephoto lenses. Okay, 150 to 600 millimeters to 60. Oh, and also include the Sony A7R5. So 3 lenses up to 600 millimeters, and then the Canon at 800 millimeters. Let's see what the difference is. So I am now going to click on I'm going to go to the Z. Yeah, you're seeing on ZF. Okay. Click these files. Open. I'm going to move it to, no, I don't want Capture One. I'm thinking of getting rid of the program already. Okay. Open with preview. Now we got it. I'm going to close this. Do a Control I. This is going to help me what type of files they are, but need to tell you some things too. Okay. Yeah, leave it like that. Over like this. And go to my new scene. Make sure it's on current application. There you go. This is the Canon R5 II with the 200-800 at 1/800th of a shutter speed at 800 millimeters at ISO 320 and at f9. So let's crop it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is at 800 millimeters. Look how sharp that is. Now, this is at 320, so it looks on the ISO. I did 320 on the 3 other cameras. So on this one, I decided to go to 400 ISO. 1, 2, 3, 4. See the difference? Just a little bit brighter, okay? That's 800 millimeters. Look how sharp it is. Now, I'm going to really go in pixel peeping here. This is a great shot. Let me move the mic closer. Sorry about that. But you see how sharp it is? You get the right light, right ISO, but this is at 400 for the Canon. And it's in shutter priority mode, okay? Okay. Let's go to the Sony A7R5. This only goes up to 600 millimeters, and it was in shutter priority mode also. So you see, it's not as big at 600 compared to this. Well, really, that's the size. But you see, this is at 320 ISO. Same thing, all f6.3s, okay, at 600 millimeters. And let me do this. Outstanding. So there's the Sony. There's the Canon. So it's a little bit bigger from 800 to 600. So let's go to the Panasonic now. Now their color scheme is a little bit different. Sorry about that. I put it on the sunny side. It was blue in the automatic white balance. So I put it on the sunny side. So it's a little yellow, okay? But these are JPEGs. No one can accept the raw files yet until the time period is up with Capture One. So I'm stuck with this, okay? JPEG. They're about 5 megabyte files, maybe 6 at the most. But it's still sharp. I can't believe it how sharp it is. And the color is a little bit different, but look at this. That's pretty clear. Okay, last but not least is the Nikon. Yeah, that's about the same size. Only I was in a different position when I was taking this picture, okay? Plus the moon was in a different position also, you know, in the sky. So I wasn't standing at the same spot. I had to redo the Canon because I forgot to do the Canon. And I had to redo the Panasonic because I put it in RAW files when it should have been in JPEG. My bad there. And then I forgot the Sony. So that's in there now. So here you go. Here's a Nikon Z8. This is a RAW file. And I see a little blue tinge right there. And I'm always looking at this crater. That's a pretty good sized crater. They got quite a few right here. I'm bombarded on that area. And a little bit right here too. And of course the big one, but this is the one I'm always looking at. So I'm going to leave it at this size. Same thing with this. Remember, this is the JPEG. That's RAW. All right, different positions where I was standing, but it's kind of clear, okay? I just have a different white balance on here. And then, of course, the Sony and Nikon kind of match. But I think it's a little bit sharper. What do you think? So there's one, there's there. And this looks bigger. So let me go one more. Now we can compare, okay? See? So if you look at it, I think you get a little bigger reach or a crop on the Sony. But look how sharp it is. Now let's look at, I don't know, bring down here also. I'm trying to make it as comparable as much, but this is 800 millimeters, okay? So it's this big. All right? At ISO 400. This is at ISO 320. Which one looks better? Can you tell the difference? I'm going to bring this down one. So you see, the Canon's bigger than the Sony, then the Panasonic, and then the Nikon. So if you rate the pictures, this looks sharp. I still like the darker one, but a lot of people like the lighter one. But I would say the Canon would beat it because it has that extra reach. Sony didn't do bad. If I do one more, I got it right in the shot, as you can see. So a different white balance on the Panasonic. And then with the Nikon. So do they look the same? Is it more defined? What do you think? This is the Canon. That's that 400 ISO. And that's that 320. So, I think I'm going to leave it on that one. There's that F. Make this large. I'll bring it down one and center it.